Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday. The weekend has arrived, and it is a wet one here in New Orleans. Hopefully, you have better weather where you're at than we do. All right, so help me share this so the family can come in. Get everybody in here gathered together. Just let them know I'm here. Okay, let's see if anybody gets that message. How's everybody doing? It's a great day. You know, I say that every day, and I mean it every day. It is a great day to have a great day. And no matter what's going on the outside, it has poured rain all night long here. I laid there and listened to the rain. But no matter what's happening out there, it can be sunshiny inside where we are, right? Okay, well, it seems that people are having a hard time finding it, so let me go share it the way I usually do. Deirdre, you're here. Good morning. Help me share this. Deirdre's sharing it. Andrea, good morning to you. Take just a minute and share it. All right. I sent out the troops, so let's see if they can find their way here. There's Kathy. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Okay, so I think we might be okay now. I think everybody's probably going to be able to get to us. So let's go into our hearts and start off the day with some love and with a smile on our face. So hand on the heart. And slow down your breathing. And exhale slowly. Breathe in again, and let's see our beautiful family coming together with smiles on faces. And release. One more time. Deep breath into the heart center, your high heart. And exhale. Letting go of everything except love. Let that love shine from your heart and shine out to others. And we do have more people. Auntie Jean is here. Good morning. Oh my goodness, Deirdre. I know, I'm thinking we're probably going to need an ark here in New Orleans. It has rained all week, every day. And I don't know what the flooding situation is like. I haven't been out in a couple of days. I had to go out one day to go to the post office and get some kind of food for the house, which I'm glad I got enough to last me for the week. Yeah, it does flood here. The water stands in homes, in the yards and the streets, and I think of our Annie Banani. I think it does it more so where she's at. She's on the bayou, and I think she's probably able to swim in her front yard right now. Charlie, good morning. Erica and Suzanne, hello everybody. How are you doing? What you got going on today? Or are you like me and just kind of stuck inside? I'm starting to get cabin fever, though. Like, you know, it would really be nice to be able to get out and go for a walk or just check out what's happening in the backyard. I will do that today, go out and see if the garden has flooded. Yeah, it's a lot of rain. Anyway, so let me see. I don't even remember what the angels had to say as far as a message last night. So let me see what that was. Speaking words of love. Okay. Say something positive and you'll see something positive. That's a quote from Jim Thompson. Our words are powerful creators. Each word we speak carries a vibration, a frequency that ripples out into the universe, attracting energies that match its tone. If we speak words of love, kindness, and encouragement, we invite those same qualities back into our lives. Conversely, if our words are heavy with negativity, fear, or judgment, we end up surrounding ourselves with similar energies. This is a simple yet profound principle of the spiritual law of attraction. Say something positive and you'll see something positive. Every positive affirmation is like a tiny spark of divine energy that grows and expands, illuminating our path. The angels encourage us to mind our words because they know how quickly a loving word can uplift us, heal a broken heart, or inspire someone to take that next step forward. Dear angels, if we would just wake up each morning and choose words of gratitude and love to start our day instead of focusing on what went wrong yesterday or what might go wrong today, we could focus on the blessings around us. How do we keep that mindset in light of all the chaos? Dear ones, what you see in your world is a reflection of what you carry within. If you choose to see beauty, love, and potential, that is what will manifest in your lives. There is a magical transformation that happens when you shift your words from negative to positive. Suddenly, the world seems a bit brighter, people a bit kinder, and your burdens a bit lighter. This is not just wishful thinking. It's the power of the divine at work. In moments of doubt or challenge, when the shadows seem so close, call upon us to help you find the right words. Archangel Gabriel can guide you to express yourself with clarity and compassion. Archangel Michael is your protector and can help you release any fear-based thoughts and replace them with words of courage and strength. Remember, dear ones, you are powerful creators. The universe is listening to every word you speak and responds accordingly. Why not choose to be the light that you are? Speak words that reflect the beauty and love within you, and watch as that same beauty and love are mirrored back to you in countless miraculous ways. Say something positive today. The world is waiting for your words of love. Speak them boldly and let the miracles begin. Whatever we're putting out there, guess what? It's coming right back to us. It's kind of like bouncing a ball, right? If you bounce that ball on the ground, what's going to happen? It's going to come back up. And that's the same idea of the law of attraction, to explain it in a simple way, that what we're throwing out is going to bounce right back. So be careful what you say and what you think. Thoughts are things. And so that thought that you're thinking, you might not think it's affecting somebody else in any way at all, but it is. Whatever the thought is that's going out from you, it's coming back. So that's why it's important to be gentle with yourself, but also be respectful and honor other people. All right, we had Tammy Fisk come in. Good morning. And Suzanne, watch out for the gators. I know, right? I have a feeling that there could be some in New Orleans right now instead of down on the bayou. And Tammy Fisk, good morning. And Julie Kiss, hello. Kathy, we are supposed to get some rain this morning, but it's sunny right now. It'll be in the 70s today and tomorrow, and the upcoming week will be in the 80s again. Yay, I'm holding on to summer the best I can. You do that. It's 74 right now where I'm at in New Orleans. So it feels good, though, not to have that high heat going on. 'Cause that, you can only take so much of that, so many days of the high heat. Just like we can only take so many days of the rain before we start rebelling, right? Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, the angels, they always know exactly what we need to hear, don't they? Always. And so let's see what Kuan Yin says, and if she goes right along with their message, which she usually does. Well, hello, Miss Lily Ann. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming in from Norway. So let's just see what Kuan Yin has to say this morning. Oops, that one? Okay, Kuan Yin. Oh, one of my favorite ones that's been coming up a lot for us lately. Her hand gentles the war. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It's just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. Thank you, Kuan Yin. We're ready for that. We're ready for wars to end and chaos to end and all the stinking conflict and contrast and the illusion of separation and words of division that are happening in our world. We're ready for that to all end and for people to realize that we're living together on this planet. So let's be kind to each other. Let's be nicer. And let's hold out a message of hope instead of a message of doom. That's what I'm waiting for everybody to get on board that peace train and the happy train. Find your happy heart. We talked about having that happy heart yesterday in the meditation for world peace and seeing each other with happy hearts. And I know we do here. This is such a beautiful, safe place to come and express your joy and express your happiness and see each other with smiles on our faces. But other places in the world, it may not be so nice. People might be hateful and not even look you in the eye. But we can change all that. We have an opportunity. And that's how we can see any challenge that we encounter. We can see it as an opportunity to shine our light, to put a smile on our face. And Auntie Jean says you can avoid so many unpleasant experiences by saying a quiet, nice, kind word. Yeah. In the midst of all of the anger and the hatred, just whisper a word of I love you. You don't have to say it loud. You can be gentle. I love that. Thank you, Auntie Jean. And Kathy says, in any case, it's a good day for me to create bracelets, charms, sun catchers, keychains, etc. Well, I hope you have a blast doing that, Kathy. And I can't wait to see some of your handiwork when we get together in October. October is just next month. Y'all do realize that, right? Next month is our gathering, Awakening Spirit Retreat, and I was working on the agenda last night, and gosh, I can't wait, you guys. It is going to be so good, and just everything that's lined up for us when we get there, and working together and loving together. So if you haven't signed up for it, I'm pretty sure we still have a bed left in the house, but there's also hotels. You can come in, drive in for the day if you're close enough, and let's just have a wonderful time together. Okay, so shall we do some messages from the little book? We haven't really delved into it much lately. We've been doing a lot of talking. I've been doing a lot of talking. I guess I better get that mouse out of my pocket. It's just me. And I don't know, the angels have had a lot to say lately. They've been very prolific. There's a lot going on. Our class is wonderful. We've had our first session of Think and Grow Abundant. And so there's a great energy there, and lots of you that are in that class, and so grateful that I get to see you. But let's do a couple of messages from the angels in my pocket. And I don't see Blue Jean in here, so let's just send some love her way. I don't know what's going on with Gizmo. I haven't heard anything since yesterday morning, so let's hold Gizmo up and love on him a little bit. So somebody give me some numbers, throw them out there so we can see what the angels want us to hear today. And it may be something that answers a question for you or speaks to your heart. Do we have Sally and Tony? I don't think I saw them come in. Somebody nudged them. And page 6. Don Baker, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Don, are you on the road or are you at home? I'm never sure. I can never keep up with that man. All right, page 6 from Angels in My Pocket. Says, dear ones, life does not have to be so hard or traumatic. Those experiences you lived through were your sandpaper. They help shape you and slough off that which keeps you from shining in the world. Yes, those sandpaper people in our lives and those sandpaper experiences, they help us shine. They just are a heck of a time going through, but once we get on that other side, there's no denying that it happened for a reason, because now we're shining more brightly in the world, and we can attest to those things that we went through that now we can smile at. Did you ever have something so traumatic and you thought you would never recover from it? You thought, nope, and life is just not going to be the same because I can't get beyond what happened to me. And that's the thing about our experiences. If we keep regurgitating what happened to us, some people bring up things from early childhood, and I do occasionally, but it's to make a point. We can't keep bringing that forward into our now moment and expect things to be different, to look different, to feel different, because we're still feeling all that angst. We're still feeling the trauma of it. So putting it down, letting it go, and realizing it had a purpose for being there, and say thank you. It's really hard sometimes to go into gratitude for some of those traumatic experiences, but when they happen, when we're in the middle of it, that's the time to explore your emotions and to see how it's affecting you. But once you get on the other side, then you can say thank you for that experience. Thank you for how it shaped me. We need every experience that we've had. There are no accidents, people. There's no accidents or coincidences. So if something showed up for you in this lifetime, it was meant to show up for you. So say thank you. Thank you, because I needed that experience to bring me to who I am and what I am right now. So that's a very profound message. Thank you, Julie, I think it was, that picked that page. I appreciate you, and we have other people coming in. Auntie Jean is here, and Sally and Tony showed up. So let's see. Marietta. Oh, sweet Marietta, thank you for being here. Sharing love is our best choice. Always. And Don, you needed to hear those words. I'm so glad you were here and you're at home. Okay. So you're not on the road. Lily Ann wants page 7 read. So let me do that. A cracked windshield can serve as a metaphor for the impermanence of life. Just as the windshield, which once appeared whole and solid, can suddenly be shattered, so too can your lives be disrupted by unexpected events. Dear ones, this is to remind you to cherish the present moment and not take anything for granted. Another profound message. Sometimes we think that windshield will always be the way it is. But when things go wrong and something happens, well, it's not really going wrong. When we encounter something that puts a dent in us or puts a crack, then all of a sudden we get shaken. I've had many broken windshields over these last 4 years, and I'm coming up in 4 days. I'll be on the road for 4 years, but I've had many times when it just seems like the rock or gravel or whatever it is comes out of nowhere. It's like, where did that come from? I wasn't behind a big truck. There was very little traffic on the road, and all of a sudden something dings my windshield and it cracks. At one point I was in Arizona, and my car was parked, and I had flown to Florida for an event, and when I got back, my windshield was cracked. And I found out there had been a big storm, a big windstorm and dust storm. So sometimes, not even on the road, and our windshield gets cracked. So sometimes it can happen when we're sitting still, that we get traumatized, or we get an experience. Maybe it's somebody upset with us, or something in the world that happens, and we get slammed with that energy that could break the windshield. But don't see it as such a traumatic event. It was an event. And that's the thing also that it took me a while to learn. The events themselves are neutral. What happens is a neutral thing. It's a happening. And we are the ones that see it as negative or positive, that assign that type of energy to it. So look at how you're looking at things. How are you looking at the way somebody might be speaking to you? And maybe you interpret it in a different way than what they mean. That happens. It's happened to me. It's happened on both ends. The way I said something was misinterpreted, and there are times when I've misinterpreted what people say. And I hate texting. Texting does not give you inflection. It doesn't let you know how that person is saying what they're saying. So I'm a big fan of picking up the phone and calling. And I know a lot of you, when you call, I'm not available because I may be on the phone, or I may be on the air or doing something with a client or whatever. But I'm a big fan, really, of just telling me over the phone instead of texting me, because it's a whole different experience. Have you all understood that? Have you had that happen with you, where you misinterpreted something that somebody texted to you, and it was a different experience when you talked to them on the phone to say what was what? Kathy Hand says, I was walking in grace this morning, my daily guide, that before you speak, think and pray. Oh, you were reading, not walking. All right, let me try that again, Kathy. I was reading in Walking in Grace this morning, my daily guide, that before you speak, think and pray, that God, Spirit, is slow to anger and cares for those who trust in Him. Yeah, it's a good thing to hit that pause button. It really is. I do that a lot, and I teach it, and when I work with people on an individual basis, It's one of the first things that I make sure they understand. You can always hit the pause button. Always. Just step back, be the observer, and then respond. Say what you want to say after you've taken a breath, after you've stepped back away from the situation. It's a lot easier for your mind to get clear and to say whatever it is. Sally says, always misunderstanding texting. I dislike texting for serious conversations because of mistaken words. Absolutely. And Charlie, it happened to you yesterday. It happens a lot, actually, and you may have a fallout with somebody through texting, and it might never have happened if you were able to sit and talk about whatever it was that happened. And Kathy Hans says, shaken peas syndrome. Oh my gosh, love this. Like a can of peas being dropped from a store shelf. Okay, I must have missed the first part of that message. So and Don says it's so challenging being an honorable person in a dishonorable world. The resistance is what defines and brings value to the results of choosing love. Yeah, when we look at the world through a different lens, a different perspective, we'll see what we're looking for. So if we're looking at the world as a hostile place, we're going to see hostility all around. If we're looking at it as unfair, and a lot of times things are unfair, but we're not guaranteed fairness. We're just guaranteed that we are taken care of, we are provided for, and that we're never alone as we walk through this journey. So when I look at the world and I start to look at all of the happenings, and I see it. I don't bury my head in the sand, even though I don't watch the news. I turn my head and I just say, wait a minute, I know there's good out there. I know there are good things happening. And yeah, at the moment I may be caught up in some heavy stuff, some hot topics, but I know that there are those that are working to counterbalance that. And one thing that we have learned from scientists, and especially scientists who understand about spirituality, is that one person vibrating at the high frequency of love and light and gratitude counterbalances 750,000 people who are stuck in that low vibration. We're needed with our positive energy. If we're not putting it out there, just look at how it's going to run rampant the other direction. So it's necessary to take that step back. It's necessary to say, what can I do to add to the solution and not stay in the problem with everybody else? So I understand. I know how hard it is, Don. I've been through some real trials in my life where I couldn't see the positive. I couldn't wade my way through whatever it was to find even one positive thing. But that's why we do gratitude in the morning. That's why we do the heart-brain coherence. If we can find one positive thing to hold on to, then we can look and see more than one thing. So I encourage all of us, start looking for the positives. Let's counterbalance some of that stuff that's happening in our world. So page 68 for our Auntie Jean, and Linda Lemieux is here. Good morning to you, if I didn't say it already. Page 68. And thank you, Auntie Jean, for being here. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're getting stronger every day, honey, and healing from that incident that you had. So page 68, and then we have Kathy with page 91, but I'm going to put up here for you all to put in your prayer requests while we're reading these last few ones. And and coffee. Page 68. Oh my gosh, Auntie Jean. Remember that being strong in tough times is not about avoiding challenges, but about embracing them with a spirit that transcends the material world. As you cultivate your spiritual resilience, you discover an unshakable strength that allows you to dance gracefully through the storms of life, knowing that in the end, the sun will rise again. Rise up, dear ones. The sun will rise, and the sun's up there. I can't see it. It's rainy. It's not storming at the moment, but it is cloudy and rainy, and I cannot see the sun. But I know that sun is there. And that's how it is when we go through these traumatic events, when we come across something that slaps us in the face or puts that cloud over our head, and that's all we can see is the cloud. We can know that that sun is up there above the clouds. So I love this message. Thank you for choosing that page, and I know that was divinely inspired for you to choose it so we could hear that message. The sun is there. We just sometimes can't see it. Page 91 for our Kathy hand. And Sally says, it feels like shaken pea syndrome. I want off this crazy ride. Okay, well, I'm going to borrow that. Because, yeah, sometimes it does feel that way, doesn't it? Page 91 says, there is no comparison of your assignment with anyone else's. Each is equally important. Remember that you are all working on the same team. Stop competing and support each other. How beautiful. We all have our unique experiences. That's what makes us who we are. But we're all going through something. And my journey is not any more traumatic than your journey. What I've been through, and I've been through a lot, there's no need to compare it. It was the things that I needed to go through in this lifetime to understand the lessons that I came here to understand. And my big lesson was trust. And those things I went through have helped me to understand about trusting. So thank you for choosing that page. Erica Hoppy, hello. And let me see. Erica always misunderstands texting. Yeah, I know. I do too. Been there, done that many times. And Kathy says, yes, I've always said that to my kids especially. Texting and emails can totally be misconstrued. I may not be good with phone calls, but I know that face-to-face, or at least a phone call, is best for communicating our true feelings. Yeah, because you can hear that other person and how they say something. You know, we can say words in different ways, and it carries a whole different meaning, even though it's the same word. And that's the importance of not just relying on a text or an email. And Sally says, I spent 6 months there. Not a good place to be. It was heavy and a sad place to be in. Well, I'm so glad you're on the other side of that. And you're here, and that's what matters. We're going to do one more. That was Erica's ask to read from page 24. And I'll put our daily prayer up here from our Deirdre. Thank you for that. And if you have prayers for yourself or others, just please type them in the comments so we can know who and what we're praying for this morning. All right. Sing your inner song of happiness. Dance, even when there's no music playing. Love yourself and every moment of your life. Erica, we needed that message. You know, the messages have been about the experiences we go through and how we treat each other. And how we can sometimes have to wade through mud to get to clear water. So thank you for choosing that message for us to go into our prayer time. As we lift up our vibration and lift up our energy, then we can say, God, we're asking prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, for attention to human trafficking, and for support for parents of addicted children and any family member that's going through the addictive energies in life. We pray for them and their family. And Julie Kiss, thank you. Prayers for all in need. Erica, praying for all. And Sally, thank you for the daily prayer that you give us. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, for those living in fear of another, and also for my cousin Johnny's journey home. We lost him to cancer 2 days ago. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know we've been praying for him. So prayers for the family that now will communicate with him in a different way. And it will be special when he communicates with you. And Erica said it was definitely what I needed to hear. Yeah, we all needed that. We all need those words of encouragement, don't we? And to go into that lightness of life instead of always staying in the mud, staying tethered down. Okay, Lily, prayers for all in need, for our Mother Earth and every living thing on our planet. Prayers for my family here in Norway and all your families for peace on earth, and prayers for myself, extra prayers for my son and grandson, and prayers for you, my son, is healthy and well and safe. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Lily Ann. And yes, I am healthy and I am safe. I'm inside. The water hasn't come inside, so I'm protected from all of that rain that's been falling for, I think this is the either the fourth or the fifth straight day of this rain. It rained all night last night. I just laid and listened to the rain. I didn't get much sleep. And Tammy, continued prayers for your brother Randy. We certainly will. So let's just go into that space where we communicate with the divine. Let's breathe into our heart. Connect in with your higher self. Connect in with that energy of love, with the knowingness, the trust, the faith that we are not alone, that we have a Creator that loves us, that wants us to survive and thrive, that wants the very best for every experience that we have. And as we communicate our prayers, we ask that each one be looked at individually, that each person who has put themselves or their loved ones in this circle of love and prayer be seen, acknowledged, and that prayers be answered for the best and highest good of all. And God, we don't know what that is. The best and highest good may be for that person to travel on, to leave their human body. And that's kind of hard for us as humans to accept. But we trust and we know that whatever is going on is the divine plan. It's the way it's divinely orchestrated, that we go through experiences that we came here to go through. And all those challenges that are our sandpaper, that smooth our rough edges, we thank you. Thank you for being there through all of it, for never leaving us, even when there may be times we feel like we've been forsaken. Thank you that you're always there, and that you always take whatever we hand over to you. All these names, all these loved ones and loved animals, and we lift up our animals that are on the planet, those that are out in this rain, that hopefully they're in a safe place. As the colder months come, we think of those outside animals that need to take shelter from the ice and the snow that will be coming in the winter months. And those that are homeless, asking for protection for them. And I'm thinking about this place where I am right now. There's a lot of homeless in this area, and the rain just is relentless. So praying for their safety, praying that they can get to a place where they can get food and the needs of the human body. We pray for those places in our world where there's conflict and those leaders that are making decisions about our lives. We pray for our country here in the United States, for the chaos to bring forth calmness, that we don't stay in that place of anger and hostility and seeing everyone as different. Let's see everyone with those happy hearts. See everyone wanting to come together and not stay in that separation. Whatever's in your heart right now, just lift it up as we're sitting in this energy, talking to the divine, loving on loved ones. Love on yourself. Love yourself enough to let go. Let go of anger, let go of hurt, let go of things in the past, or maybe even in your present that's still going on. Know that if you hold that anger, it's only hurting you. Be angry, yes, absolutely. Feel your emotions, but don't live in that emotion. Don't harm yourself. Because that's what happens when we hold on to something that's detrimental to our energy. Let it go and put a smile on your face. It's hard. It's a hard thing to smile through the pain. But once you start putting that smile there, as our Marietta teaches us, a smile is spirit, magnifying, incredible, loving energy. So God, help us all to put smiles on our face again. Help us to see each other as loving beings, our pure, innocent self, and not the one spewing out hatred or doing the acts that are so painful. We lift all of these things up, and then we leave them. Don't grab them back. Don't think you have to hold on to them. Just see yourself leaving your prayer at the Creator's feet and then coming back into your heart, a heart untethered, a heart full of love. And that's what we do here. Every day we love on each other. We share that prayer time together so we can unburden those things that we carry, those people that we carry, the experiences. Let's leave them behind so we can move forward. And thank you, I love you. Those are words of encouragement. Those are words of love and gratitude that are so healing. And we say it together. We say it with each other. So, if I can find them. There they are. Thank you. I love you. And then seeing each other in the light of God's love as we say namaste. My heart sees your heart and welcomes your energy into my energy field. Okay, so let's see if we had any other prayers. Don says, trust to know that God will always be with us no matter what. Absolutely. And Jean L'Oreal says, thank you. I love you all so much. Thank you for your prayers. The prayers have helped me so much, and I'm doing well. Beautiful. Ina, thank you for being here. Pray for you. Today the pain is great. Well, I hope that this prayer has helped, and the love that we're going to send you right now, take it in, because love is what heals. And if you take it into your heart fully, you're going to see a shift. You'll see a change in that pain. Thank you, Suzanne, sending prayers and healing. And Sally says, I've learned to replace pain with smiles and compassion for others. It's a life changer. It most certainly is. So let's all inundate ourselves with this love and gratitude, and let our Leo take us out of here this morning. Thank you, Leo, for this song.
It's time to get up and get ready, because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on.
Let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning,
thank you, Sally and Tony. We love you.
Create a portal where we can be together. Our telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Do the happy heart dance with this song.
Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Hello, Joanne. Thank you for being here. Joy. Oh, hello, Emma. Thank you for being here.
Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can sign with us, there is always new space in the pot. Full of love, take a spot to get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the
Thank you, Marietta.
Morning cup full of joy with all the peas in the pot.
Up.
Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas in the pot. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy. Thank you, Ina. Praying for your pain to subside.
There really is no secret. We simply accept,
Align, allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA.
Oh, Kathy, I can't wait to meet your friend.
The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Y'all. Full of joy. All right, we're almost at the end. I hope your cup was filled up with joy this morning. Thank you, Deirdre. And Andrea. And Charles. Woo! And Auntie Jean, I'm so glad you're doing better. What a delight to be here with you all today. I'll be back at 1:11 today for the World Peace Meditation Challenge. This is day 7 of 21 days. We're already 1 week into it. Come be with us, 1:11. We send out an energy of love and peace into the world, and especially to our world leaders. And then we have our healing circle going on. For those of you that signed up for that, we'll be doing that right after the meditation. I love you so much. You all are a blessing in my life, and you bring such happiness and joy to my heart. I have a happy heart because I love, and I love feeling that joy every day. And as my friend Bob used to tell me when he was in his earthly body, Teri, life should be fun. Get out there and swing on the swing set and slide down the slides and just enjoy this thing called life. So I will leave you with those words from him. I love you. I'll see you later. Namaste, y'all.